Dice Kitty back again, and I have another board game component and gameplay review for you. And this week it's on Starfall. This is from IDW Games and Pandasaurus Games. So the first bit of the components that I want to talk about is the Stargazer board. Make sure I get it up there where you could see it. It's got these little notches on it with numbers next to it, and that's part of the gameplay, of course. Now, there's something on here that a lot of people ask me questions about when I'm teaching them how to play, and it's these dotted lines on here. No, they don't mean anything. We'll make sure I get that out of the way now. Alright, so this is your standard like cardboard, punch board type material. It doesn't have a lot of interaction other than like moving the sky tiles around, so over time you're not going to see a ton of wear or tear on this because it just stays on the table. Next we've got sky tiles. There are these, and they all have images on them. Different images, different patterns of items on here. And they are also your standard cardboard punch out. They do get shuffled, so over time I guess you could see some wear and tear on them. Just don't be too rough with them. Next component is the player aid. Also standard cardboard, and nothing spectacular about it except that there's a typo on it. And it's down here on the nebula. It should be 2345, not 3455. So that's kind of a negative mark in my book. I mean, there's not a whole lot of different components to this game. There really shouldn't have been a typo on this. But yeah, so that's kind of a, no, that's not good. Guys, check your stuff. It's not that hard. It's an easy fix though. You can take some white out and cover up the numbers, or any other method that you want to use to fix it. But you know, it causes confusion when people are trying to score their nebula. They're like, wait, 3455? No, it's 2345. All right, so next we've got the Stardust pieces, the little white Stardust. These count as 1 Stardust, and the little orange Stardust pieces count as 5. And they are wooden pieces that are painted. They're really cute little pieces. I like them. Of course, you're going to have some that are not perfect. I think some of these might have some chips on them, but it's not that big a deal. They're still cute. It doesn't matter if they've got a chip on them or not. I thought I had one out that I could show you, but I guess not. I know one of these has got a chip somewhere, but oh yeah, here we go. It's one of the orange ones. So you're going to end up with some that have imperfections on them, but again, it does not impact gameplay, and it doesn't matter that much. They're still cute regardless. So little wooden pieces, cardboard punch board stuff. It's all fine as far as durability, because this game does not see like a ton of shuffling and moving and whatnot. You shuffle the tiles at the very beginning of the game just so you can randomize which ones you get and which ones are taken out. That's something else too. Okay, so going into gameplay here, depending on the number of players, like for instance 2 players, you take 10 of the sky tiles out. That's a lot of sky tiles, and you take 10 of them out. For 3 players you remove 5, and for 4 players you don't remove any. So the fewer players you have, the better the odds are of having particular tiles removed that you may not want removed, like black holes and whatnot. But that adds a little bit to the tactical part of the game. So the basic gameplay is you do 1 action on your turn. And the 3 actions are add a sky tile, move a sky tile, and discover a sky tile. So when you add a sky tile, you take one from the collective pile and you flip it face up to show what it is, and then you put it at the most highest number spot that you can. So if there's already one here at 9, then you would have to put it on 8. The numbers are how much it costs to discover that sky tile. So if something's on 9, that's a lot of stardust to spend on a tile. So what you do, if there's already sky tiles out and you want one of them, you move them down until they get to a more reasonable purchase cost. You can jump a tile. So if there's one here on 8 and there's also one on 9, you can move 9 to 7. This is hard to do standing up. It's better flat. So you can do that. You can only have 3 sky tiles on the Stargazer board at any one time. And the game is over when all players have spent their stardust, or there's only 1 sky tile left on the Stargazer board. That does not mean 1 tile left in the pool, 1 left on the board. So gameplay is super simple. That's really all there is to it. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to score points based on what the items, the little symbols are. Like the planets, they're 5 points each. That's a lot of points. The moons are 3 points, but you have to have a planet. So you need a planet plus a moon. That gives you 8 points. If you only have a moon, you don't get any points for it. Black holes, if you only have 1 black hole, you're going to get negative points. So you need at least 2 black holes or more to score points. Your comets, this is where some of the scoring gets confusing. Comets, based on how many you have, determines how much each comet is worth. So if you only have 1 comet, that's only 3 points. If you have 2, each one is worth 4 points, meaning 8 total. So when you get up to like 5 or more comets, they're 7 points each. So you got 5 comets, that's 35 points. That's a ton of points. Now again, this is part of the confusing stuff. The nebula are each worth 2 points apiece. So the different colors, there are 5 different colors. So if you have 2 different colors on top of the 4 points you just scored for those 2 nebula, you get 4 points. Not 4 points each. It's not like the comets. That's just a total for having that. So that's where it gets a little confusing on the scoring are between these two. It's once you realize how to score it, it's not that difficult. Your Stardust also scores you points, and it's talking about the Stardust pieces and not the stars on your sky tiles. But yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much it. When you're playing the game, the tactics and the strategy behind it are you want to try to maybe acquire that 3rd black hole and keep somebody else from getting a 2nd black hole, you know, or grabbing the 1st black hole and hoping you see another one pop up, or trying to stop somebody from getting too many comets, or whatever. You know, you have to watch what your opponents are doing, and that's where the tactics and the strategy come in, and that's why I like this game so much. So anyway, components, just 1 thumb up, because, you know, guys, typos shouldn't be happening. That's not good. You've got plenty of time to work on these games. No typos, alright? That's a pet peeve of mine. Don't like typos. If it's in a rule book, I don't give thumbs down for that. It's on a component. There shouldn't be a typo. So components, they're for the most part okay. Just 1 thumbs up. Gameplay, 2 thumbs up, because I love this game. It's lots of fun. Be sure you check out my article linked in the description. And that's all I got for this video. So board out, game on.